Hey guys, welcome to another review. I am Mr. P, and today I'm going to be doing another quick juice review from Dunfords e-liquids.co.uk. Chris very kindly sent me down 4 e-liquids to have a little go of, and so today is number 2. So what I'm doing today is Narwhal. Now there's sort of an animal themed situation going on here, so it's quite cool. Available in 10 and 30 mils. 10 mils $4.99, 30 mil comes at a price of $13.99, so a little bit of a discount for buying, you know, the 3 times the amount. Available in 0, 6, 12, 18 and 24 milligram strength, so that's lovely jubbly. And you have got some specification to the mix that you'd like, 50-50, VG heavy or max VG. Doesn't spec what max VG is, a percentage would be kind of nice, but you know, max VG is max VG, you can't get any more than that with these liquids, so you're getting as much as you possibly can. Now Narwhal is described as an intense ice-cold menthol vape with juicy purple grapes and mouth-watering watermelon. The liquid is great if you're suffering with vapor's tongue. And they ask that you allow a week for these liquids to steep. So that's what I'm doing. What I've got this in today is a Magma clone on a Hana clone, 1.3 ohms, running at 27 watts, which is where I found best for the flavour. So I'm going to have a little vape, and let's have a go. First of all, I'm getting a little bit of a menthol twang, nothing sort of super heavy. My throat is a little bit cool. Actually a lot less than I was expecting, to be perfectly honest with you. I do get a little bit of sweetness from a grape. Nothing I can necessarily distinguish as, you know, a grape. If someone handed that to me, knowing it's grape I can taste it, but without knowing I'd just be able to taste the sweetness. I do get a watermelon flavour. The watermelon, I'd like to taste a little bit more of a watermelon, to be perfectly honest with you, and I'd like it to be slightly sweeter on that side of things, but you know, I can definitely taste the sweetness from a grape, I can taste the watermelon, I can taste the menthol. I do want to say though, this says an intense ice cold menthol, but that for me is usually a bad thing. I'm quite susceptible to menthol. If you watch like a peppermint review, for example, I did a long time ago with a worm, you'll see how susceptible I am. I was nearly crying in that, so I was expecting a really strong menthol. This for me is not even registering a sort of a 5 or a 6 on my menthol scale, so worm would say this isn't even hitting his. So if you're expecting a seriously intense menthol as described, I wouldn't say that it is that, if I'm honest with you. But nevertheless, there is menthol there, and I can feel it's cool on my throat. I want more menthol for an intense menthol. I'll do 2 marks out of 10. 1 for does it live up to its name or description, and then 1 for my personal take on it. So does it live up to its description? I can definitely taste watermelon. I can get a grape sweetness, but not necessarily a distinguishable sort of purple grape. And the menthol for me isn't intense, and if it's not intense for me, it won't be intense for 95% of you out there. So honestly, no, 7 at best, probably a 6 though, purely because that menthol I expected to knock my head off, and it doesn't even come close. So yeah, 7 in that regard. For me personally, it's going to be a 7 as well. Like I say, I want more menthol, I want more sort of sweet watermelon going on in there, for me personally. But I mean, it does hit the watermelon, you can taste the grape sweetness, and you can get a menthol, but for me it's just not there. This is a VG heavy option. In a 50-50 you may taste a bit more of that you know, watermelon, you may taste a bit more of that grape, you may get a bit more of that menthol hit, but to be an intense menthol I'd definitely be increasing the amount of menthol that is in this e-liquid. So yeah, it's give it a go guys. It's not to my preference, you may really enjoy it, it's just not something that I'm lusting after. Obviously a big thanks to Chris for sending this down to me to have a go of, and obviously check out his website, it'll be up here and down there, so if you want to go ahead and check it out then please feel free to do so. He's a lovely bloke and his website's quite spot on. So other than that guys, thank you very much for watching. I've been Mr. P, shall see you soon.